So here is the game. The game is completed, but not as proud that I like to present it because doing it at the last minute. So I gotta finish the game right away. So a lot of things got cut out. And so this is the game user interface, which you see here. Let me just full screen it. Oh, okay. So this is the main menu for the player. You see there's a game title, start and quit, and you can see there's a blood here that shows the arrow key which the player pressing the S or W or up arrow key or down arrow key. And down here there's a little reminder of how to interact in the game. We can press E to interact like this, and then AWSD to move. That's the entire mechanic of the game. You just run and that's it. There's no dashing, nothing, because implementing that is a lot of work and I didn't have that much of a time to do it. And that's the game user, the main menu. And we're moving on to the main level, and this is the game user interface. There's not a lot here. So up on the top left corner you can see there's a 5 health bar. This is the only health you have. You there's no like where you can pick a health up. No, there's nothing. That's literally it. You have health, you hit the enemy, you die. I mean, the enemy deals 1 damage, but if you stay long enough to them, they will deal more damage. So you gotta dodge them. And okay, so that's the game user interface. Okay, asset breakdown, and this is the enemy which I made, and the sprite animation, as you can see here. This is his animation for floating that I mentioned earlier, and the animation goes like this. You see that? It's like he's floating. It's really cool. I did other animation up and down, left and right, but there's some coding that you need to do with that, and it takes a lot of time, which I didn't have at that time. I would complete this game if it was given a lot of time, but you know. And yeah, so that's the enemies animation. So here is the main character. As you can see here, I place a lot of animation for this main character, of course. So the first one here, we got the walking up. See? Okay, so that's him walking up, and then walking right. You see that animation right there, and then left. Yes, you gotta do every single sprite for this, because I don't know how it is possible to do just the character rotating. I don't know how to do that. This is the only way I know for now. And this is the idling. It's like he's breathing. You can see, right? Alright, and that's the character's animation. And die. This is when the character gets hurt. It's a little too fast, but I mean, you get what I mean. That's the hurt animation. And then die, which is still the same as the hurt animation, but it stays like that. You can see the blood there, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it. The walls and the ground, I'll just place them like that. Let me just show you real quick how I placed them. So this is the ground. You go to the tile palette, you just grab that, and there you go. You can place a tile palette, which I already placed it. That's the ground. And the next one, we got the walls. There are vertical and horizontal walls, and I'll just place them one by one, and that's basically it. Yeah, there's really not much in the game because I was given, well, I'm not saying I was given very little time. There was a lot of other things that I have to do, so this game development was delayed, and now I have very little time to finish it. And now the game, I changed the entire I cut a lot of things. So yeah, because of the delay, I delayed this game because I got other things to do, family stuff, personal stuff. I shouldn't brag about that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And the enemy out here is just just black background. Okay, so the next thing is music and sound effects. So this is the main theme. the main menu, which does have sound, and I'll play it right now. Yeah, just once. So here you can hear the song, right? So this is the main menu. So the main menu song is actually from YouTube that I took. I didn't took. It was free, and they say it's non-copyright. So I take it. It's really good. You can enjoy this on YouTube. There's the title. A calm but suspenseful horror sound. I mean, should I let it play or... This is the main theme. Alright, that's a little... I think that's pretty much it. And the next thing is another music in while playing. So I'm gonna go to asset and scenes back to the main level. So this is the character perspective that you see right now. Sound manager. Okay, here it is. Music source. So I use music source sound manager. You gotta do some script on this, which is not that hard though. And here are the music for the game that is currently playing. You can hear it. Okay, so that is while you are playing. The music background will start playing once you start the game. And this thing is from YouTube too. It's called Horror Music, no copyright. It's free. You can just look it up on YouTube. I ain't no good at OST, but I do love OST though. Of course, who doesn't love them? So that is the music and the sound effects. Okay, there are only very little sound effects. Here it is. Okay, so these are the sound effects for the player when you played. This is the celebrate sound. Yeah! Yeah! So this is when the player wins the game, and this is the running footstep. And in the health script, I put death sound and hurt sound so we can hear the hurt sound. So that's the hurt sound, you hear that, and the death sound. And that's the death sound. And that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, right. I forgot about the enemy. So here we go to the enemy. As you can see here, the enemy called Fleur. Let's see enemies, and here are the attack sound and the alert sound. So here are the attack sound. So basically it's just sound of someone hitting something. So yeah, and then alert sound. This is quite creepy though. So that is the enemy's alert sound whenever the player encounters the enemy, so that the player can notify themselves that there are enemies that are following him at that moment. And that's pretty much it. There's not a lot to it because this game is not entirely done, but it's halfway through. Just trying to finish it quickly, and that's all of them: music and sound effects. And that's it. Thank you for listening, and yeah, bye.